Hi guys, today I'm going to discuss question assign based on DP with bit masking. And basically what we would be given here is we would be given an array of length n cross n where all the columns represents the number of tasks and all the rows represents the number of people. And we have to find the total number of ways of assigning a task to a man. So basically what suppose I have this array. Now this is task number one, this is task number two, this is task number three, this is the person one, the person two, the person three. Suppose I assign the task one to this, task two to him, task three to him, and similarly, what I can do is assign this to him, and this to him. So like this, I have to find a total number of possibilities in here. So what bit masking says is that the number of bits set in this number, mask number, that only could result in my answer. As those bits are set, which means that these tasks are not been used before, and hence they can be given further to any people. So basically, that is the only logic I am using here. And if you are solving this question, you must have studied before TP with bit masking. So I'm assuming that you have done that. Let's start the solution by code. Okay. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm making an array of dp of n into 1 e raised to the power 20. So basically what I would be doing here is as I have the maximum constraint on n as 20, so to have 20 bits in my number, I need to have an answer variable of 2 raised to the power 20 because I would be starting from 0 and would go to 19. So the task number 0 would represent my actual task number 1 and task number 19 would actually represent my task number 20. So like this way, I would be assigning tasks to each people. And like this, from this main function, I'm calling this solve function, and where this I'm assigning the dp states all -1, and then array is equal to 0, and then I'm taking the input and then I'm just printing the answer, where 0th person, this 0 is for the person starting person from 0 1 2 3 till n minus 1, and this I am assigning the mask value. Suppose for example I have 3 tasks, so the value I would be assigning is 2 raised to the power 3 minus 1, which is 7. So my 3 bits would be set. So this would represent first task, this would represent second task, and this would represent third task. And if at any stage, suppose my mask value is this. So what this means is that the task number 2 has been done by any person before. So only this and this remains. So now I need to find answer related to these two. So now getting back to coding. So this is done. Now the main logic is here only. So if I is equal to n, return 1. This is the basically as I am calling I plus 1 every time here. So after my n minus 1 jobs would be completed, I would become n. After n minus 1, when I would again call I plus 1, it would become n. And as soon as it becomes n, that means I can say I have completed all the jobs and hence add 1 to my answer. So that's why I am returning 1 here. This is the simple regular thing of DP, and now this is a cool part. So now here what I am doing is, here first of all I would be given an array. So first of all, only those tasks I can perform, as I have to select every person's favorite task only. So I could select only those tasks which are having 1. So this condition is required, and then I can select only that task for which the bit at that position is set, and this is just that suppose my mask number is sort of this. So if I do take this J position till here, and then if I check if this gets 0, that means the bit at this position is not set, and if there is 1, then after ANDing this would become 1. This would imply that the bit at this position was set, and hence I can proceed with the solution. So I'm doing this here only, and then I would be just adding the answer variable by making the person number by increasing the person number one and by turning off that bit, because after this person, the ith person, when will do that job, the jth job, then the jth bit has to be turned off. And for turning off, I am using just the XOR operation. As suppose this bit was turned on, so when I would do the XOR operation with 1, then the output would be 0, as one XOR is 0 and every other is 0. So whether this would be 0, if this is 0, the answer would become 0, and this is 1, the answer would become 1. So every other thing is just same, so this only would get affected, and hence I could proceed with the answer. And this I have already explained. And yeah, if you and I have to maintain an answer variable int ans is equal to 0 at every stage. So at I is equal to 0 to till n minus 1, I have to maintain every stage that would be added into my answer variable. And then after I would be going back, then I would be just returning that answer. So now, yeah, I need to make this answer variable is equal to 0 for every I, because if I would take this answer variable outside this function, then I would be adding the same answer to the multiple stages, and that would be result to the very huge answer and would not also solve a purpose. So for example, let me erase some parts so that I could explain. Okay, yeah. Now suppose the array I have initially gotten is this only. Now if you make an answer variable outside that for loop, what you would get is that suppose you take this part. So now the answer variable for this particular operation would give you 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. So this is not valid, as this whole part is just our one answer. And similarly, this whole part is just our one answer. And if I would make that answer variable is equal to 0 outside, then that would be adding again and again and again and again the same results. And hence that would be very large number and would also not solve our purpose. And hence I have to maintain the value of answer is equal to 0 for every ith element, and this would ensure that for every answer that comes from this, it gets added only one times to this, and this happens for every stage. And hence when I would reach at this stage, then I would get the answer for all the values. Okay, so now I think you got what I was trying to say. Now let me define the DP state more clearly and formally. And suppose like we have gotten an array like this, and all other elements are this, and what my DP state would be calculating is that it would be taking this task and assign it to this first person, and then calculate all the answer combinations that is coming by taking this option. Then it would take this task and then find all the answer combinations, add to here, and this it would do for all, and hence our final answer would be what I would be getting for this. And hence I think I have explained this problem. And if you uh, so hope you liked it.